That was the top 4 points that I took away from the sales boot camp that Grant Cardone did. My name's Clayton Edson, and I just wanted to do a quick recap on the 10X Sales Bootcamp, the very first virtual one that Grant Cardone held. It went for 3 days. The very first day was all about marketing. Second day was all about closing and sales, and the third day was all about scaling. And so at this bootcamp, the first thing I learned and I took away was a couple things. One of them was doubling down on whatever's working. So if you're making a lot of money doing something and you can scale that, double down on whatever you're doing. Thing number 2 that I picked up was marketing doesn't cost money. If you push $100 out to get a deal or to get a sale and you make $500, your ROI on that is 400%, 500%, depending on how you look at it. And you spent money on marketing to get the lead. So the question is if you spent $100 and you get $500 in return, how much did you spend? The answer is 0. You didn't spend $100, you made $400. So marketing doesn't cost money, double down. And the third piece of really good content I learned was to scale. The more you scale your business, you scale people, you scale leads, you scale your sales, you scale any part of your business, you're gonna grow. Like if you don't learn how to play the scale game, you're gonna die. Like that's the truth. In business, if you don't learn how to scale and you play small and you don't become creative, you'll just die. The last thing I learned was on day 2 for sales and closing, it was so apparent to me how people didn't understand the difference between selling and closing. Grant brought people on the Zoom onto the front stage and he says, okay, great, I'm ready, sign me up, whatever the product was. And the person goes in, well, you know, this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what it is. And he's like, just close me. He's trying to tell the person to ask for the sale and people just go into selling mode and explaining benefits. And the guy's like, Grant's like, dude, just sign me up. And so he couldn't even get to giving the person the objection because people didn't understand the difference. So going back to one of my other videos, which you need to watch, which is the difference between selling and closing, huge difference in understanding. And then the very last thing on that point, going back to point 3, which is scaling, like how important that is. If you don't scale people, if you don't find good people to come work for your business, you will die. So double down, marketing doesn't cost money, understand how to scale and understand the difference between selling and closing and make sure you're doing it correctly. That was the top 4 points that I took away from the sales bootcamp that Grant Cardone did. That was the first time virtual ever. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell because if you don't, you're going to be missing out on great things to help you make more money in business and make your lifestyle better. Make sure to follow me here, and you will find the great tips every single day.